And today we're talking about Dexter New Blood. Is it worth watching? Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, welcome back. So let's lay down the ground rules, right? There's gonna be no major spoilers in this. If you watch the trailer, that's basically it. That's what I'm gonna discuss. Things around like that. I'm not gonna give away any huge plot points or story points, but little things here and there. Nothing that's gonna really ruin your experience if you decide to watch it yourself. So Dexter New Blood takes place 10 years after the last episode of the last series. Dexter has moved from Florida. He's living under a fake name. He's moved to upstate New York. He's living close to Iron Lake. And that's where the events start occurring, and his past basically comes back to him. And speaking of past, this miniseries, I'm a Dexter fan, so I definitely wanted to watch this to see what happens with the character. We had one of the most epic, horrible endings ever of any series. If you haven't watched Dexter, it's no mystery, there's no surprise that the ending was horrible. And here you have Dexter who has to basically deal with his past that creeps back into his life. And speaking of past, this miniseries so far, I'm up to episode 5. And the thing that's missing the most is it just showed you how much the other characters brought so much value and contributed to the story itself and made it an enjoyable watch. You're missing all the characters, LaGuerta, Batista, Masuka, like all these characters, they brought so much to the show. And watching this show just with Dexter, it just shows you that, yeah, Michael C. Hall is awesome. And Dexter, you watch it because of the title character. But it just showed you how much that police station and those cops brought to the show. Even though you have a new cast here, it doesn't feel the same. Something also that's missing really big is the intro to Dexter. Like Dexter's intro is oh so awesome. The eggs and the music and him making breakfast, which is really alluding to him killing people. That was awesome. One of the best intros, I think, on TV. And that's missing, and it's replaced with this really weird title card that says Dexter New Blood. It just writes it, and it puts blood on it. It looks like something that I could have made on Photoshop, really. It's really a horrible title card. And it's just so missing and lacking compared to the montage. Something else that I think the show is missing a lot here is Harry. Harry is Dexter's father, who was like a guiding light to him, and it gave him a code as a serial killer and as a person that he could follow throughout life. So he wasn't just basically killing at random. And this character being missing and yet and him trying to follow his code, I found like it was very contradictory. In its place, you find his sister Jennifer Carpenter. That's the actress who plays Deborah Morgan. She's in this. I think she's great. I think she's very underrated as an actress, by the way. I saw Quarantine, 2008 film. That movie is awesome. If you haven't seen Quarantine, I think definitely watch it, especially if you're a Deborah Morgan fan. But anyway, she's here. She replaces the character of Harry, and it's not the same. They have the same. The chemistry's not the same as it was before. Honestly, the question that I want to answer for you guys in this video is, if you are a Dexter fan, should you watch this miniseries? And I'm gonna say yes. I'm glad that I'm watching it. I'm not sure if it's worth paying $10.99. Honestly, it's $10.99 to get Showtime. I got a Black Friday special, so make sure to shop around, get a deal. But I think if you're a Dexter fan, it's definitely worth watching it. I think it brings back enough of the old, the fuzzies for Dexter. And there's enough interesting things that call back to the other show that's worth watching as a Dexter fan. If you've never watched Dexter, I think you could actually watch this show, honestly, but there's going to be so many things that are callbacks to things that happen in Dexter and things that they're going to go completely over your head. You're going to have to watch the original series, which I definitely encourage you to do if you never watched Dexter, because it's a great show. Hence, I'm reviewing it right here. I think you should definitely watch the original series before you get into this miniseries, because there's so much that's alluded to in the miniseries that if you haven't watched the original series, it's going to go over your head, and you're just going to miss so much meaty stuff that has so much significance to the character and the way that his mind works. So you have to watch the original series, I think, to watch this, or else you're missing out too much. So far I'm on episode 5. It's only 10 episodes, this miniseries, so it's not gonna be something that's gonna be continued. So far I think I'm getting my bang for my buck. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I think Michael C. Hall, like I said, is a great actor. I think there's enough Dexter here. His voiceover is with his monologue, which I think is one of the awesome things about Dexter. You always hear what he's thinking in his head. It was very lacking in the first episode, but in the next episodes it definitely comes back. So if you watch the first episode, don't worry, you're gonna get the monologue. It's gonna be back. And I think that's one of the awesome things about just seeing how his mind works. But as an ending so far, as like a a final shot to the original series, I think this is definitely worth watching. I'm definitely going to watch to the end, and I'm hoping that I get a some semblance of a real ending that we missed out on the series. Something that makes me say, "Damn, it was worth paying $10.99 to Showtime a month, right?" Because that's expensive. But I'm hoping I get a real ending this time, and it kind of puts the character in a place where we look back and say, "Damn, Dexter was really fun." So that's what I think so far. I think it's worth watching for fans, but new fans, I would just wait till the whole show is over and binge the original series and then binge this miniseries. And I think that's the best way of doing it. And old fans, I think just wait till the show is over also and just binge through the series. Pay for 1 month, right? And watch the whole thing. That's the way that I would do it. We're not getting another series after this. It's not like you watching it right now is going to contribute to the making of the series. It's a mini series, right? So use my Netflix methodology that we use on the last weekly podcast. Check that out, plug that to watch this. And while you have Showtime, check out Yellow Jacket. That's another show I'm watching on Showtime. I might make a video about that, of Yellow Jacket. So check that out as well. As always, guys, this is the Tone Show. If you're watching Dexter right now, put it in the comments. No spoilers, but how do you like it so far? Has it been paying off? And if you've not watched Dexter and you're thinking about watching, put in that in the comments also. Let me know how you're feeling. Leave me a like, drop me a comment. Tone Show out.